the Japanese archipelago, 20 years in the future. Canine saturation has reached epidemic proportions. An outbreak of dog flu rips through the city of Megasaki. Mayor Kobayashi issues emergency orders, calling for a hasty quarantine. Trash Island becomes an exile colony. The Isle of Dogs.
سلام خدمت شما بینندگان و دنبال کنندگان کانال پیکارت. در این ویدیو قصد داریم معرفی انیمیشن Isle of Dogs از آثار انیمیشن های کارگردان و نویسنده به نام وس اندرسون که سبک به خصوصی در ساختن کارهایش چه انیمیشن و چه فیلم را داشته است را دنبال کنیم. ژانر انیمیشن در سبک ماجراجویی و کمدی است. زبان این اثر انگلیسی است، اما اگر توجه بیشتری را به خرج دهیم می‌بینیم که در فیلم دیالوگ‌ها و سخنرانی از شخصیت‌های فیلم برای فضاسازی بهتر و آن تم ژاپنی زبان فیلم ژاپنی هم میباشد. این انیمیشن در سال 2018 انتشار یافته و زمان آن نیز 101 دقیقه بیننده را در داستانی در ژاپن مشغول می‌کند. جالب بدونید این اثر محصول مشترک کشورهای آمریکا و آلمان میباشد. از ستارگان این انیمیشن میتوان به برایان کرنستون، کویو رنکین، باب بالابان، بیل موری اشاره کرد که کار صداگذاری را در این انیمیشن اجرا کردند. نمره این فیلم در سایت IMDb 7.9 از 10 میباشد و این آمار از بین 135,017 رای است. و در آخر معرفی این انیمیشن خلاصه داستانی را میگوییم که حول پسری در ژاپن است که به دنبال سگ دوست داشتنی‌اش در حوالی اتفاقاتی که رخ میدهد به ماجراجویی‌اش ادامه میدهد. علاوه بر معرفی ما یک ویدیو از مراحل ساخت این انیمیشن نیز آماده کرده ایم.
I wish somebody spoke his language.
To the north, a long rickety causeway over a noxious sludge marsh leading to a radioactive landfill polluted by toxic chemical garbage. That's our destination.
Great.
Got it.
Get ready to jump.
Every aspect of every puppet has so many different options and choices. There's a process for everything. Really, you're trying to figure out what is going to make the whole world of the movie right, what is right for the story, what is working with the voices, and also what fun can you have with it.
Natto petto.
Andy Gent, he's the boss of everything to do with puppets.
I want my master.
From here at the Puppet Workshop, we're responsible for delivery of puppets, making them, and we've got on this nearly 900 characters, several thousand faces that have been sculpted, moulded, painted, all have been done by hand. The largest number of puppets created by hand, so that's crafted out, that's not using 3D printing for a stop motion film.
I'm getting confused now.
Working on character design, we'll start to sculpt in plasticine.
The scale of sculpting has been immense compared to anything I've worked on previously. 12 sculptors for an animation in general is unheard of, really.
Once we've got sculpt in plasticine that gets approved, we'll make a mould of that one.
The mould making is quite important as it picks up all the sculpted detail. 4 different dog scales and 5 different human scales. 200 characters have face replacements.
Then we have building the armatures.
The armature is essentially the moving facility of the puppets. Some animators like the tension to be fluid and loose, and some animators like the tension to be really quite hard. It's specific to each animator.
You can cast the silicone on top of the armatures, which will then give us a skin on our puppet build.
Our job is to paint in the skin, in the mold, and then set the armature in and basically pour some silicone. This is fantastic. It's quite translucent and it's very soft. It gives us loads of nice movements.
Once you've got the silicone on top of it, you can paint it with all of the little bruises and flecks and shrapnel scars on them.
Everything that we do in here is the stuff that gets seen on the screen. Painting the Tracy freckles, copying by eye just with a little paintbrush. 297 freckles on each face. I've actually painted over 22,000 freckles on Tracy alone on this job.
Why'd you do it?
Once it's painted, you can punch the hair in one at a time to cover the head.
We get a needle and take each individual hair and punch it in. Because they're replacement faces and sometimes replacement wigs, we have to replicate that exactly on every face and every head.
Or the dogs.
Well, we're using real fibres. They come from sheared animals. Mohair and alpaca. We've probably punched into the millions of individual hairs into these dogs.
Wes really is interested in costume. We've got to find an amazing collection of fabrics. With stop motion, the cloth has to stop for the camera to shoot and then move again.
You need to be able to control the fabric and give it weight. We use sheet lead that we roll really thinly, aluminium wire.
It's like another puppet being built into the costume. And of course, once you've got that, then you're pretty well ready to shoot. It's as simple as that.
Well, I understood that.
We've got many stages to shoot on at the same time, so we have to fit into that cleverly. There's only one Bill Murray.
I was the lead mascot for an undefeated high school baseball team.
And there's only one Scarlett Johansson.
That's none of your business.
So you can only shoot him one at a time, whereas we're trying to shoot 12 at a time on 12 trim sets, and then also in 5 scales.
Wow!
I'm always amazed how each puppet that we make ends up as a beautiful, moving character. It always takes my breath away. I'm infinitely surprised with what the animators can do. It's genuinely magical.